Hello, my friend. Welcome back to our English learning journey. Let me ask you a simple question. Imagine you only brush your teeth once a year, but for 5 hours. Do you think your teeth would be clean and healthy? Of course not. You don't need to be a dentist to know that's a terrible idea. What really keeps your teeth healthy is brushing them every day just 2 or 3 minutes, morning and night. It's short, it's simple, but it works because it's consistent. Now, here's the truth. Learning English is exactly the same. You don't need to lock yourself in a room and study for 5 hours once a week or once a month. That's exhausting, and most people give up. What really changes your English is the small, daily steps. 10 minutes today, 15 minutes tomorrow, a little bit every single day. It's the power of repetition, the power of routine. So what does consistent practice really mean? It means doing something again and again, not only when you're in a good mood, not only when you feel motivated, but regularly, like brushing your teeth or drinking water. You make it part of your life. And the magic happens slowly, quietly, but surely. Let me break it down for you, with 3 simple reasons why daily practice is so powerful. Reason number 1, your brain learns through repetition. When you hear a sentence many times, your brain starts to recognize it automatically. For example, if you hear, "How's it going?" again and again, soon your brain will instantly connect it with, "How are you?" without translating. This is how children learn their first language, by hearing the same words every day. Reason number 2, practice makes speaking automatic. At first, English feels slow. You stop, you think, you translate in your head. But if you practice every single day, your mouth and tongue begin to remember the sentences. You don't think so much, you just speak. For example, if you shadow the sentence, "I'm going to the shop," many times, one day it will just come out naturally without effort. Reason number 3, daily practice builds confidence. Confidence is not magic. It doesn't come suddenly. It grows like a small plant that you water every day. When you practice daily, you start to believe, "Yes, I can do this. I can speak. I can understand." Even if you make mistakes, you see progress, and that progress gives you courage to keep going. Think of it this way. One big study session is like pouring a bucket of water on a plant one time. The plant drinks some, but most of the water just flows away. Daily practice is like giving the plant just a little water every day. Slowly but surely, the plant grows strong. That's your English. So, what should you remember from today's first lesson? Very simple. A little every day is better than a lot once a month. Daily practice is the key to real change. You don't need hours. Even 10-15 minutes is enough to start. In the next part, I will share with you 5 practical things you can do in just 15 minutes a day to practice English consistently. And I promise, they are simple, clear, and anyone can do them, even if you're busy. Are you ready? Let's continue. All right, my friend, now you understand why daily practice is so powerful, but maybe you are asking yourself, "Okay, but what exactly should I do in those 10 to 15 minutes each day?" Great question. Let me give you 5 simple, practical activities. You don't need expensive books, you don't need a teacher by your side. You can do these by yourself, at home, even while walking or cooking. Activity 1. Listen to English every day. Listening is the heart of language. Just like babies learn by listening to their parents, you need to give your ears a diet of English every day. It doesn't have to be long. One short podcast, one story, or even a short YouTube video for learners is enough. Here's how. Choose something easy and clear. Don't worry if you don't understand every word. Try to catch keywords. For example, if you listen and hear, "I went to the park with my friend," maybe you only understand park and friend at first. Over time, the full meaning becomes clear. Listen while walking, cleaning, cooking, or making tea. Make listening a natural part of your daily routine. Activity 2. Shadow a short sentence. Shadowing means listening and speaking at the same time, like an echo or like a shadow that follows the speaker. This helps you with pronunciation, rhythm, and fluency. Example. First, listen. "I'm going to the shop." Then, repeat with me, like a shadow. "I'm going to the shop." Do it again and again until it feels easy. Notice how the sentence flows. Don't break it into separate words. Let your mouth copy the music of English. Activity 3. Read something short. Reading introduces you to new words and sentence structures, but remember, it doesn't need to be a heavy book. Suggestions. A short story, a simple news article, or even a recipe in English. Read slowly. If you see a new word, try to guess from context before running to the dictionary. For example, if you read, "He wore a raincoat because it was raining," even if you don't know raincoat, you can guess it's something you wear in the rain. Try reading out loud. It improves your pronunciation while you read. Activity 4. Write one short paragraph. You don't need to write an essay. Just 3-5 sentences is enough. The goal is to practice expressing your own thoughts in English. Example, write about your day. "Today I went to the park. I met my friend. We had coffee. The weather was sunny." It's simple, but it trains your grammar and vocabulary. Another option, write about tomorrow. "Tomorrow I will go shopping. I will cook dinner. I will call my mom." Writing helps your brain organize sentences. Later, these sentences become easier to speak. Activity 5. Talk to yourself out loud. Yes, it sounds funny, but it's very powerful. You don't need another person to practice speaking. Just talk to yourself. Example. While you're making breakfast, say out loud, "I'm making eggs. I'm cutting bread. I'm drinking tea." While putting on your shoes, "I'm putting on my shoes. I'm getting ready to go out." This trains your brain to think directly in English instead of translating. The more you do it, the more natural it feels. So, these are the 5 activities. Listen. Shadow. Read. Write. Speak to yourself. Now, imagine this. If you spend just 10-15 minutes each day doing 1 or 2 of these, after 1 week, you've practiced English for over an hour. After 1 month, You've practiced for hours and hours without stress, without pressure. That's how real progress happens. In the next part, I will show you exactly what changes after 1 day, 1 week, and 1 month of consistent practice. This will help you see the small steps of growth and motivate you to keep going. Fun 3. The progress timeline. 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. So, now you know what to do every day, but maybe you still wonder, if I practice just 10 or 15 minutes, will it really change anything? Will I see results? The answer is yes. But the changes don't happen all at once. They happen step by step, like climbing a staircase. Let's break it down into 3 stages: after 1 day, after 1 week, and after 1 month. After 1 day of practice. Let's be realistic. After just 1 day, you won't suddenly sound like a native speaker. But something important does happen. You feel proud. You think, yes, I did something for my English today. That small feeling of success is powerful. It keeps you moving. For example, imagine you listen to a short podcast. At first, you only catch one new phrase. How's it going? You discover it means, how are you? That's progress. It's small, but real. You now have one new phrase in your pocket. Think of it like planting a seed. After 1 day, you don't see a tree, but the seed is already in the ground. After 1 week of practice. Now it's been 7 days. Every day, you listened, you read, you wrote, or you spoke, and something starts to change inside your brain. Your ears begin to feel more comfortable with English sounds. You start recognizing phrases without translating word by word. Sometimes, you can guess meanings from context. For example, you read, I'm heading to the store. Maybe you never learned this phrase before. But, because of your practice, your brain says, oh, it looks like I'm going to the store. That's real progress. You didn't memorize it from a book, you understood it naturally. After 1 week, you've built a small chain of habits, and the longer the chain grows, the stronger it gets. After 1 month of practice. Here is where the magic becomes more visible. After 30 days, English starts to feel more familiar. You know more words. You speak a little faster. You don't need to check the dictionary every 2 minutes. You stop translating everything in your head. Yes, mistakes still happen. Yes, you sometimes feel shy. But you notice a big difference. You try more. You say, I can do this. I am learning. I'm not perfect, but I'm improving. Confidence grows slowly, like a plant. You water it every day. And 1 day you look back and see, wow, I've grown so much in just 1 month. So, remember, 1 day equals pride and a small step forward. 1 week equals your brain feels more comfortable. 1 month equals real progress, faster speaking, more confidence. This timeline is proof that small steps create big changes. In the next part, I will share with you practical tips to make sure you don't give up and you stay consistent every single day. These tricks will make English practice easier and more enjoyable. Fun 4. Simple tips to stay consistent and motivated. Now you've seen how your English can grow after 1 day, 1 week, and 1 month. But here comes the real challenge. How do you keep going? Many learners start strong for a few days, then stop. Life gets busy, motivation disappears. So, let me give you some simple, powerful tips that will help you stay consistent even on the hard days. Tip 1. Use a calendar or checklist. Our brains love to see progress. When you see your effort, you feel proud and want to continue. Here's how. Make a simple calendar or checklist. Write down Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Each day, write what you did. Listen to podcast, read one story, shadowed a sentence. After a week, you look back and think, wow, I practiced 7 days in a row. That feeling of success is like fuel for your motivation. It's like building a chain. Each day you practice, you add one link. The longer the chain, the stronger your habit. Tip 2. Set a timer for 10 or 15 minutes. Sometimes we say, I have no time today. But almost everyone has 10 minutes, right? Here's how. Set a timer on your phone for just 10 minutes. Tell yourself, I'll only practice for these 10 minutes. After that, I can stop. Often, something interesting happens. After 10 minutes, you feel good, and you want to continue. But even if you stop, you already succeeded. You did your practice. Remember, small steps count. Tip 3. Choose the same time every day. Habits are stronger when they connect to your daily routine. Examples. Listen to English while brushing your teeth in the morning. Shadow a sentence while walking to the bus. Read a short article before going to bed. When you always practice at the same time, your brain expects it just like brushing your teeth or drinking water. It becomes automatic. Tip 4. Make practice easy and fun. If practice feels like pain, you will quit. So choose things you enjoy. For example, if you love cooking, read a recipe in English. If you love travel, watch a short travel vlog. If you love music, try singing a song in English. Also, prepare your tools in advance. Save a podcast. Keep a notebook near your desk. Bookmark your favorite English website. When everything is ready, starting becomes easy. Tip 5. Celebrate small wins. Don't wait until you are fluent to feel proud. Celebrate every little success. Examples. You understood a new phrase? Great job. You wrote 5 sentences? Wonderful. You practiced for 7 days in a row? That's amazing. Each small win is proof that you are moving forward, and these small wins create the confidence you need to continue. So, remember, track your progress with a calendar. Use a timer to make it short and easy. Practice at the same time daily. Choose topics you love. Celebrate small wins. If you follow these tips, daily English practice won't feel like a heavy burden. It will feel natural, simple, and even enjoyable. In the next part, I will give you one final message, an image, a story that will help you remember why consistency is so powerful. It will stay in your mind every time you feel like giving up. Fun. 5. The final motivation. Planting the tree of English. Let me leave you with one simple picture in your mind. Imagine planting a small tree in your garden. On the first day, you put a seed in the soil. The next day, you water it. But when you look, nothing seems different. On the third day, still nothing. You may feel like giving up, but if you keep watering the seed every single day, something magical happens. One morning, you see a small green leaf pushing out of the ground, then another, and another. Slowly, the tree grows tall and strong. Learning English works exactly the same way. One day of practice feels small, a week feels small. But after 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, you look back and realize, wow, I've grown so much. I can understand more. I can speak faster. I feel confident. That is your English tree. Think about this. If you stop watering the tree, it dies. If you water it once a month with a big bucket, it will not survive. But if you give it a little water every day, it becomes strong and unshakable. Your English is your tree. Your daily practice is the water. Even if it's just 10 minutes a day, it keeps your English alive, growing, and strong. A personal example. I once had a student named Anna. She was very shy and told me, "I can't speak English. I always forget words." She tried studying 5 hours every Sunday, but she hated it and quit quickly. Then she changed her method. She started with just 10 minutes a day. She listened to short podcasts on her way to work. She wrote 2 or 3 sentences in her notebook each night. She talked to herself while cooking dinner. "I'm cutting vegetables. I'm boiling water." At first, she didn't notice much change, but after 1 month, she came to class, smiling. She said, "I can understand more. My colleagues spoke English, and I understood." After 6 months, she was speaking with confidence, not perfect, but free. Why? Because she was consistent. Now it's your turn, my friend. Don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait for next week or next year. Start today. Start small. Start simple. Choose one activity. Listen, shadow, read, write, or speak to yourself. Give yourself just 10 minutes. Do it every day. Remember, consistency is your superpower. Small steps today create big success tomorrow. So, the next time you feel tired or unmotivated, remember this. You are planting your English tree. Every word you listen to, every sentence you shadow, every short paragraph you write, each one is like a drop of water. And one day, you will look up and see your tree standing tall, strong, and alive. Keep going. Keep practicing. And most importantly, keep believing in yourself. You've got this. I'm here to remind you, not in one big day, but in small steps. Every single day you will transform your English. Thank you for being here with me today. I'm Hannah, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye for now.